My brother said, "No one wants you here," and my parents agreed. So I walked away, cut off every bill in my name, and watched their perfect world collapse in 36 hours. Hello Reddit, my name is Ellie, I am 20, and until recently, I thought I had a reasonable relationship with my family. I was only supposed to stay at my parents' home for 3 weeks while my apartment was being repaired after a gas leak. During that short stay, I paid rent, helped with groceries, and took on more chores than anyone else in the house. But from the moment I arrived, it was clear I wasn't welcome. My older brother Josh, 30, has never moved out. He still lives at home, doesn't pay bills, doesn't contribute, yet somehow holds the biggest bedroom, gets to drive dad's car, and has mom at his beck and call whenever he wants takeout. My being there, even temporarily, disrupted his comfortable routine. At first, it showed in small, passive-aggressive ways. My shampoo would disappear. The thermostat would conveniently be switched off while I was in the shower. Notes about chores appeared, even though I was the only one regularly cleaning the kitchen. Then came the breaking point. After dinner one night, Josh stood in the hallway, smirk on his face, and said loudly, "No one wants you here, Ellie. You've overstayed your welcome." I waited for someone to defend me, but my mother nodded in agreement, and my father stayed silent. That silence was worse than the words themselves. My mother quietly added, "Maybe it's time you find another place." I didn't cry. I didn't argue. I simply nodded, went upstairs, packed my things, and left. The next morning, my phone buzzed with 12 missed calls and multiple messages, all from Mom. "Where are you? We didn't mean for you to actually leave." Then another message, "Josh is upset. You made a scene. Finally, we need to talk. Call us back." When I finally answered, my mother's voice carried that strained, passive-aggressive tone she used when she realized she had gone too far. "Ellie, why would you leave like that? You're being dramatic." Dad took the phone next and said, "You made Josh feel terrible. He didn't mean it. You know how he is." That's when it hit me. They didn't miss me. They didn't care about my feelings or how humiliated I was. What they missed was the convenience I provided. Within just half a day, their world was crumbling. Josh didn't cook. Josh didn't clean. The house was already a mess. To make it worse, Mom had a small gathering planned that weekend and needed the house in order. She wanted me back, not out of love, but out of expectation that I'd clean, cook, and then disappear before the guests arrived. So I said nothing. I ended the call politely with, "Tell Josh I took his words seriously." And then I blocked them. But here's the twist. Many of their household bills were still under my name. The internet, the grocery subscription, even the car insurance. At the time I'd set them up, it seemed easier for everyone. My parents never transferred them, never reimbursed me consistently, and whenever I brought it up, Mom would wave it off with, "It's just easier if you handle it." So I did what needed to be done. I removed my card and canceled the autopay. No drama, no rage, just boundaries. It took only 36 hours for their perfectly curated world to collapse. First came a frantic voicemail from Mom at 6:17 a.m. "Ellie, the internet isn't working. I need Spotify for brunch. The TV won't connect." What happened? By noon, Dad texted. "The car insurance didn't go through. They said the policy is suspended. Are you messing with our accounts?" That was when they realized I wasn't returning to be their maid, tech support, or financial safety net. Family group chats blew up with my mom complaining. If Ellie wanted to make us look like fools, she succeeded. I had to cancel brunch. The TV won't even turn on. Josh was furious, claiming they were punishing him for my drama. That part made me laugh. For once, the golden child felt the slightest inconvenience. Eventually, Mom sent me an email, as if writing a formal business letter. "We were wrong to push you, but you should have given us notice before canceling things." That's not how family works. No apology for Josh calling me unwanted.
No accountability.
Just anger about the timing. I replied simply, "That's exactly how family works in this house. Silent when I'm hurt, loud when you need something. I'm done being quiet." Days later, Josh showed up at my apartment. He didn't knock politely, he pounded on the door. When I opened, he said immediately, "You really overreacted. Canceling everything was childish. It was a joke." I raised an eyebrow. "A joke? You said no one wants me here." He shrugged. "You always take things too personally." Classic gaslighting. He wandered into my kitchen, noticing a letter on my counter. It had my job title, Senior Systems Architect. For years, my family dismissed my work as tech support. Now, he saw the truth. His eyes widened. "Wait, you're senior level?" I nodded. His face dropped. Josh has been jobless for months, pretending to work on a business idea that mostly involved video games. Then came his pitch. "Look, maybe we went too far. Mom's a wreck. Dad's stressed. Why don't you just come back for a few weeks until things calm down?" Translation: return to cleaning, cooking, and covering for their comfort. I took a slow sip of coffee and said, "No." His voice rose. "So, you're just going to abandon the family?" "No," I replied calmly. "You all made it clear I was never family. Just a convenient extra." I opened the door and gestured outward. "You should go. The free internet's gone. The groceries won't be delivered. Mom's brunch playlist doesn't play itself. You've got a lot of grown-up things to figure out." 3 weeks later, my dad sent a formal request by email to transfer the utilities into his name. I did so with a smile. That weekend, a cousin invited me to a family gathering, saying, "Honestly, it was awkward without you." Even Josh looked uncomfortable. I declined politely. Instead, I spent the day at the beach with friends, eating gelato, watching the sunset, and laughing freely. For the first time in a long time, I felt wanted exactly where I was. So I ask you, Reddit, have you ever walked away from a family that loved what you did for them more than who you truly are? Comment below, share your story, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more stories like this.